I'm tired of One Punch Man drama. So I'm on the Freerun racism drama. It's crazy how Freerun is literally in the off season right now. It's gonna be airing in a month or so. But the stuff that I've seen on social media where losers try to use an anime in such a dishonest way to portray and basically spread their fucking political propaganda is ridiculous. And it gets so bad that people get riled up to the point that they see a black cosplayer cosplaying as Freerun, and then boom, the amount of hate and vitriol on social media, holy, it's just a bunch of woke motherfuckers on both sides of the spectrum throwing shit at each other. I'm pretty sure this is what Ellen Historian has to say about this. Racism in the anime community is killing cosplayers, and no matter what, he will hashtag ReZero. It doesn't matter what it is. Bro won't even hashtag Freerun. Bro won't even hashtag Lord of the Mysteries. Bro will hashtag ReZero though. Let's fucking get it.
The racism in the Freerun community, and honestly the anime community in general, is getting ridiculous. A black cosplayer just took her own life after facing non-stop hate and racism. So
I thought we were going to talk about the other video I made. Remember the other video I made talking about that? I forgot her name, but we made another video talking about this specific cosplay. BB. The cosplay community has serious racism problems and it's killing black cosplayers. Ash is dead because of it. This is from December 29th, 2024. Obviously a cosplay of this person named Ash, Squid Kid 11111. It's terrible. If this is true and what the hate that they got on social media for this was, it's sad. Rest in peace.
And racism. So naturally you would think that people would stop and reflect for even a moment, right? But nope, not even a few days later, people in this community are right back to doing the same.
Yeah, this is the post. My culture is not, you know, your what was appropriate. I forget the exact word, but it's crazy. They're claiming free. So basically the logic here is you are not allowed to cosplay as Freerun if you're black, if you're not white. There's a little bit more to it, because they talk about how fantasy is rooted in European culture. And therefore, you need to be of that heritage to actually cosplay as that. Now, they will never get mad at East Asian, lighter skin tone people cosplaying, because it's not really about the specific race per se. It is color of skin. So it's not, it is discrimination, but less than racism. I think it's more colorism, where they will shun anyone that doesn't represent this light skin tone when representing Freerun. Because why? Freerun is rooted in fantasy, and fantasy is rooted in European settings. Even the name Freerun, Stark, Farron, or even Zoltrak, there's like a German background lore to it, right? I understand where you're coming from, but are you serious right now? It's a fucking elf. we really gonna be talking about how a fictional elf that doesn't exist in real life should only be represented by European people and lighter skin tone people. And you know what? What did I say? I think that, okay, what if a black person actually did whiteface then? What if a black person went the hot chicks route and basically did whiteface and showed up on Twitter and says, do you like this cosplay? Do you understand what these political grifters on Twitter will then say? Oh my God, look at the racism here, bro. So we can't do blackface, but y'all can do whiteface. There is no, there's nothing you can do to appease them. And to think from their perspective, why do you think they're so mad? Why do you think there's so much hate and backlash for it? Because again, I always like to see from the perspective, it's pointless to just say, wow, you're a piece of shit, you know? Wow, I condemn you. You have to really think about, how do they turn like this? And when you think about it, it's because of the woke identity politic bullshit that's been happening over the last decade or so, both from right and left. But the left, what have they been doing? Constantly pushing this agenda that Japan needs to have representation for African Americans. There is so much fucking brain rot of this American exceptionalism that blue-haired woke feminist fucking slop will cry and complain about how, wow, you know, anime should be this way. Wow, you know, I fixed this. They'll see like basically they'll see like a white character. They'll see Freerun and they'll basically have like black Freerun. And then they'll say, see, fixed. And that is very extremely toxic in the way that you handle that. And now people on the other spectrum will be upset. They're going to get radicalized and they're going to become more racist. And by having this discourse of bullshit happening, of people being captured by identity politics, now you're going to have commentary account Severus Judd coming in, posting that Freerin is only for white people and white-skinned people. And that if you dare cosplay as a black person, as Freerin, then no, this is racist. What are you fucking talking about? It's so delusional. The same woke people that these fucking right-wing grifters claim to condemn, they're basically showing that same behavior now, getting triggered over a fucking cosplayer, a black cosplayer cosplaying as fucking Freerin. It's so sad. It's so pathetic. They don't even realize they are the same type of people, except on the other part of the spectrum. And bro, can we just fucking enjoy the anime? In fact, why don't we just take it even further? Okay, Freerin, European setting, heritage, I get that. Why are filthy Japanese animators and studios making this? A European studio should do it. No, not any European. I think German people should do it only. I think that's the purest and most accurate representation of this story. No, in fact, you know what? Cancel Freerin. Cancel the manga. Is the mangaka white? Are they European? They're not? So you're telling me a Japanese person is writing a story about a different culture? Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can't have this anymore. Do you understand how ridiculous I sound right now? I'm playing into their game and giving you a logic of how they perceive things. And let's just try to go along with that line of thinking. You start to realize this is so fucking ridiculous, because at the end of the day, there is no principle here. The only thing that matters is for them to figure out and backtrack. I hate black people. How do I make sure that I can make sure that like this anime is used to condemn black people? This is how they fucking think. It's retarded. It's so cringe. Just fucking watch the anime.
Same things to other black cosplayers. Like, take this amazing Freerin cosplay. It's currently blowing up, and guess what the comments look like? Yeah, I'm sure none of us are surprised that it's full of some of the most racist stuff I've seen. Most of it, which I can't even show. We have people saying it's the worst cosplay ever, or that she should be deported to Africa, or that she's stealing elf culture. Because apparently since elves come from European-inspired fantasy—
That's right, elves are real. And you know what, again, right? If any show should be— Again, I said the same thing in the other video. Let's do a little bit of mental gymnastics. Let's just assume that elves are real, because already this is a retarded argument to go down. Let's just assume elves are real. Dark elves exist. I'm not saying dark elves are black people, but like if we're gonna play this stupid game, I feel like this is the one anime with the one fantasy race that actually could represent, you know, whatever the fuck is happening right now.
European-inspired fantasy. Only white or Asian people are allowed to cosplay it. I know a lot of you guys are—
It's crazy, right? Because again, it's colorism. And it's not just any Asian people, right? It's basically, if a Southeast Asian person with darker skin tone try to cosplay this, what do you think would happen? I think they'd be racist. I think they would. Maybe not as racist as like a black person doing it, because people get triggered off the most stupid shit. But like, it's colorism. There's a lot of different skin tones. They hate it that basically a darker skin tone person is representing a white skin tone color. And at the end of the day, again, it reduces down to the double standard that has been created due to this woke identity politic bullshit. Basically, oh, if you're allowed to I think that if you're allowed to blackwash something, as in make a white character black, then the other is possible. But the moment that you say, no, you can only blackwash. Sorry, you can only blackwash, but the moment that you whitewash, it's a bad thing, or the vice versa. This type of double standards and the unfairness, even a monkey can realize when they're given one banana while the other one has been given 2 bananas. It's the unfairness that they perceive and then they project onto this bullshit.
Cosplay it. I know a lot of you guys are probably going to brush this off and say, oh, it's just people being edgy, it's not that deep. But when people are literally dying because of this, it's most definitely a massive issue and should be treated as one.
Now, I know nothing about, you know, this cosplayer apparently just resting in peace now due to the harassment. Maybe they had underlying mental health issues. Maybe, you know, their death is being taken advantage of by other people who have an agenda to push, saying, I can't believe these racist grifter on Twitter did it. I have no clue. I haven't done my due diligence, right? But it absolutely doesn't help when you have people spewing such hatred, you know, and racism in the comment section. It's gonna fuck up your mental health. Yeah, you can say just get off the internet, but you could also say, hey, how about you fucking stop doing this shit? How about you stop being such a retard, racist fucking grifter using fucking anime for your own agenda? It's so cringe. It is so beyond cringe. And remember, this is the result of people trying to inject their fucking American politics into anime to basically spread their propaganda. Frieren is a fucking anime about elves and about reflecting on the memories and living in the present and making sure that you appreciate life for what it is. To have it be spun around by alt-right grifters saying that it's an alt-right anime because Frieren condemns demons, that Frieren, you know, is supposed to only be for Europeans, white skin tone people only. How have we devolved this far? How have we gotten this far? Retardation. Never be captured by identity politics. These are the same type of woke people that they condemn to be like leftist retards, man. Please check out Ellen Historian. Link in the video. Here's a link. Go give it a like. See you next time.